Welcome to Lovely T's Kitchen. Today we're going to do lasagna Oreo cookie crunch. And please don't forget to subscribe, like. So these are the items we are going to use in the lasagna Oreo cookie crunch. And as I put everything in, I will tell you the measurements and I will go step by step. We have put our Oreo cookies in the processor. Before I got a processor, I used to use a meat cleaver, and I would put it on a cutting board and I would just go hammer on those Oreo cookies until they were crumbled up. So you want it to get really crumbled, and then like in a package of Oreo cookies is like 36. So you want to get 2 packages because you're going to do one that's really fine, and then you're going to do one that's just a little bit but not a whole lot because you want that crunch. So while that's going, you're going to want to put your butter in there very slowly. You want 1 stick of butter, melt it. So you're going to slowly put that in that processor. While it's going through the process, you want to put 1 stick of butter. You want to do it very slowly. You want it to be mixing, and you want to be slowly pouring that 1 stick of melted butter inside that processor with the Oreo cookies. And then we have our pan over here, which is our glass pan. You want to line that up. You can do it with wax paper, or you can do it with parchment paper, non-stick. You don't have to do it at all. I've done it both ways. To me, it just keeps it all together to me, because you're gonna put it in the refrigerator. You're not gonna bake any of this. You're gonna take it back and forth from the refrigerator. So you're gonna line up your Oreos to make your crust. And then you're gonna put that in the refrigerator for probably about 15 minutes. Okay, so you see how I've lined up the Oreo cookie crumbs really nicely in the 9 by 13 glass pan. You see how I have the paper kind of sticking up a little bit. That way I can pull it up. I also put 2 tablespoons of butter because the butter is like the glue. So I just kind of drizzled that all over and just kind of meshed it down with my hand. Now, if you don't want to put your hand in this, just take a glass and smash it down, or just put on gloves and smash it down. It's better to just do it with your hand. And now you're going to put this in the refrigerator for 15 minutes. Let it cool and let it kind of come together, because you want it to form all together where is your crust. You have your 1 package of cream cheese in your bowl. You left it out for 1 hour so it can melt. You want to mix it together really well. You have your 1/4 cup of sugar. You have your 1/3 cup of milk, and then you are going to put 1/4 Cool Whip. Then you're going to mix it all together really well and let that chill for about 15 minutes. Here go your cream cheese, your Cool Whip, your sugar, and your milk. You have whipped it all together. Now you want to put it in the refrigerator for about 15 to 20 minutes because you want it to get it really cold. And then you have your pudding, which is 2 boxes, and they are 5 ounces. So which you will need to put a cup of cold iced milk. Don't put ice in the milk, of course, just make it real cold. And you want to do 3 cups and 1/2 cups of milk. And you want to put it in there very slow and then mix it all together. Then you're going to put that in the refrigerator for about 15 to 20 minutes as well, because you want it to kind of come together, and you want to have it cold. You want to fill up your pot with water and let it boil, because you're going to put your pan that has your pudding, you're going to put that on top of that, so that's a double boil. And then you're going to stir that as much as you need to until it gets really thick. You don't want it too thick, but just enough thickness where you can where it's not running. So you don't want it to be runny and you don't want it to be chunky either. So you just want it to be a really smooth coat. So you want to stir it the whole time it's in this pot. Kind of move it around a little bit just to get it going. Kind of shake it around, move it. You want it to get thick. And you'll be able to feel the thickness as you're stirring it. So you put it on the double boil for about 10 minutes and you see that the spoon is coated really nicely. You want that to cool down a little bit because it's going on the Oreo cookie shell that you put in the refrigerator. So you want that to cool down, then you're going to put that on there, and then you're going to put your layers of cookie crumbles on there, which is your Oreo cookie crumbles. So you put it in your processor for just a little bit, but not for long, probably like 3 seconds. You don't want to get it to be, and it goes really fast, so you don't want to get it to be really fine where there's no crunch to it, just enough where it can not be too big but not too small. So your other package of Oreo cookies, that's what you use your crumbles for, your crunch. So you see that you took 2 lines out of there. You have a total of 3, and you just took 2 and you crunched them up in the processor. So you have put your pudding down on top of your crust, and now you have put your crumbs on top of your pudding. And the next thing you're going to do is put your Cool Whip on top of that. But first you need to put this back in the refrigerator for 20 minutes. Okay, you have taken it out the refrigerator, and now you want to take your cream cheese, your Cool Whip, and your sugar and your milk that you did earlier, and you sit it in the refrigerator. You want to mix it around really well. You're going to spread that over your lasagna, and you're going to spread it really nicely, and then you're going to go back and put some more Cool Whip on it, and then put it back in the refrigerator. And as you see, it's spread it really nicely all over it. You are going to put it back in the refrigerator for about 4 hours. You're going to sprinkle your chocolate that you had earlier all over it. So you got your Nestle's milk chocolate. You can use whatever size you want and just sprinkle it all over. Now you're going to put it in the refrigerator for 4 hours. Okay, now here go our dessert. Thank you for tuning in with me. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share at Lovely T's Kitchen. See you next time.